Hello, everyone. This is Nathan Bridges from Nathan's Nuggets, and today I'm with Georgia Southern football player Quincy Darnell. Thanks for joining me today.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
No problem. I'll start with the first question. How old were you when you started playing football?
When I started playing, I didn't play football until eighth grade. I didn't start playing until eighth grade, and my brother was into it. And I was like, I might as well give it a shot. You never know, because I was playing baseball and soccer up until that point. But I played my eighth grade year. I didn't know if I liked it or not. I didn't know if I wanted to play ninth grade, but I decided to play ninth grade, and then I ended up getting on varsity before the season even started. So yeah, I just fell in love with it ever since.
So you started later for football?
Yeah, I started late. I didn't until my eighth grade year. I didn't actually know like what football was. I didn't know. I barely knew what the Super Bowl was. I barely knew like anything about it. But I knew you could just go out there, run around. So I was all for it.
Good thing you decided to play it.
Yeah, I would have got here without it.
Did you play any other sports?
Yeah, I played baseball. I really liked baseball, but I tore up my elbow, so I could have kept playing if I went through a bunch of rehab. But I decided to just give it I just decided to focus on football, and then I played soccer my entire life up until I want to say seventh or eighth grade. And then in high school, I played football and I ran track. And track was actually my main sport.
Oh,
I kind
really?
of just played football, but obviously now kind of reversed that one.
You reversed it now.
Yeah, we're on a bit of a different track now.
How do you think your track skills help you in football?
Ooh, it's a lot of speed work. Obviously, you got to make sure you're going full tilt at all times. It's a mindset too. It's getting through a lot of these practices and workouts. They're a grind, and they're really tiring. But conditioning wise, I came in pretty conditioned from track, so it's kind of a mindset thing as well.
So you're already kind of more conditioned than some of the other guys?
Yeah, so I ran summer track
Oh,
in
wow.
addition to track for school. So yeah, my summers are packed. I would have football practice in the morning, and then I'd have track practice in the evening time. So I'd be pretty tired, but I came in way more conditioned than anybody else because I was running for 4 or 5 hours a day. So
That must have been hot in Georgia with the humidity.
yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was fun, but it was for those 2 years that I did it, it was definitely it definitely took a lot out of me.
What is the most intense high school game you've ever played in?
Ooh, most intense high school game. Man, there's so many I could say right now. I want to say, I'm gonna say this one because we won it. There's another one that we lost. I'm not gonna get it. But it was my senior year. Me and us in this school called Centennial. We were playing for the region championship, and it was a great game. We went down to the wire, and I think we won 28-26. And they threw a Hail Mary in the last play, and I've never been, and we won the region championship off of that, and I've never been that was an intense game for sure.
So it was down to the wire.
Oh yeah, it was. It was nerves the entire time. Anything could happen anytime. It was stressful, but I mean, I wouldn't have. I would if every football game was like that, I would not complain. It was fun.
It was a fun, nervous game, kind of.
Oh yeah, it was. The nerves are definitely up.
Why did you decide to play for Georgia Southern?
Okay, so I'm a preferred walk-on, so I'm not on scholarship. But I didn't know exactly what sport I wanted to play in college. I knew I could play a sport in college, but I didn't know what. So I got a few offers for football. Um, I got I didn't get any FBS offers. I got 2 FCS offers. I got Wagner, which is up in Staten Island, I want to say, and then I got Eastern Kentucky, which is 45 minutes outside Lexington. I did not want to go to to Wagner because it was really, really far away, and I like being home.
Mhm.
I did visit Eastern Kentucky though, and I was about to go there, but I have a weird story about how I got here. So I just came down here just to visit the school, and I was just walking around, and I really liked it. I loved the campus. You know, the atmosphere just seemed great, and I was like, you know, I might as well try and see what football is talking about. And I had never talked to any of the coaches, never seen the field, didn't know anything about them. And I just walked into our football facility. I just walked through the front door, and I was like, "Hey, I was looking to, see what opportunities I could get for, like, walking on or doing whatever." Because I
Mhm.
really liked the school, and I think when I went down there, I realized like that's the school I wanted to be at. So I talked to Coach Anderson, who he just left. He just left to he coaches at high school now. He's a recruiting guy, and he talked to me, and I sent him my film, and then it was that was in like March or February or something, and then they called me later, like in the summer, and they're like, "Hey," because they said I definitely had a chance to be on the team. But they called me during the summer and like, "Hey, we've decided like you don't have to go through tryouts or anything. You can come down at the start of August, so around like camp time, so around this time."
Mhm.
Um, so I was like, "Oh, like that's great." I was happy. I was gonna try out anyway, but I was like, yeah, if you're offering me a spot, I think I was the happiest like I've ever been. When he gave me that call, like just knowing I had made it, um, I took a risk because I turned down the Eastern Kentucky offer just because I just didn't, I just didn't feel like the vibe from the campus.
Mhm.
It just wasn't for me. So I turned that down. So just knowing that I had made it was like the best feeling in the world.
That's funny. So you're just like visiting it for fun at first.
Yeah, I was just visiting. I mean, I was just touring. I was doing a school tour, and I was just visiting. And then, one thing led to another, and now I'm sitting here a year later.
And now you're playing for Georgia Southern.
Yeah, playing for the good blue.
What is the jump from high school football to college like?
Ooh, what's the biggest jump? I'd say everyone's good at football. Once you get to especially this level, everyone's good at football. Everyone knows what they're doing. It's definitely a lot faster, a lot more organized. It's really like it's a culture shock for you once you switch in levels because in high school you kind of had some guys were good, some guys were, and you can
Mhm.
kind of do whatever. But once you get to college, if you're on the college roster, you're probably pretty good at football. So
Everyone.
it's just
What? Sorry. What were you gonna say?
no, you're good. You can go.
Okay. So like everyone, like the best are competing against the best, like from their high school.
Yeah, so like it's like everyone's like was the best. Most people were here were their best at their high school. So it's like, and now you're dealing with like older kids too. So like I was like I'm 18, so I'm playing against like 22, 23-year-olds. So it's definitely just you're making sure you're on top of your stuff because everyone's good. The weightlifting for sure is definitely different. I came in at like 185 pounds, and I weigh like 205 now. So that's
Oh,
definitely
you put on a lot. You gained, so you lifted a lot to get more weight.
yeah. Lifting, eating, it's definitely the weightlifting definitely was a shock because it's a lot. Like you do a lot of stuff, but our weight coaches are great. So
What is your favorite part about being a college football player?
my favorite part, I would say just the people I've met through it. I met all my teammates, just all the coaches. These are my best friends, and just be able to meet all these great people through that. I think that's probably my one thing.
So you get to meet like people like that you'll know forever, like after
Yeah,
college.
hopefully, hopefully we'll see. Yeah, I love all these guys. Hopefully I get to be friends with them. For a good long while.
Who is your favorite football player as a kid?
Um, my favorite football player. You gotta go with Julio Jones, especially because I'm from Atlanta. I'm from pretty much from Atlanta, so you have to go with Julio Jones if you're from there.
And he's a great player.
Amazing, he's amazing.
So are you a Falcons fan then?
Big Falcons fan. I mean, I got bumper plate, jerseys, everything. And right, you know who Roddy White is? It
No.
might have been, yeah, it might have been a bit before. He he's like the Falcons like all time like receiving. He's like catching leader, touchdowns leader, all that. He
Wow.
actually coached at our high school after he retired, like I'll say 4 years ago. So he coached me through high school. So
That's
I've
really
met that
cool.
experience. Yeah, it was really
So you
cool.
got to meet him.
Yeah, I was with him every day. You know, he's a great coach. You know, he really gets the details down.
Do you try to model your game after anyone?
Model my game after anyone. I don't think I particularly try to model my. I try to take things. I watch a lot of NFL guys, and I try to, try to incorporate what they're kind of doing into what I try to do. You know, footwork wise, release wise. And I usually watch bigger receivers because I think I'm the tallest receiver on the team right now. I'm 6'3",
Wow.
so
Oh.
yeah. My little brother, he's like 6'5". He's my little brother too. But I usually try to watch some of the bigger receivers. So Julio's a great one. Kenny Galladay, great one. Devontae Adams, because his footwork's really good. He's not super big, but he's up there. So those three guys are my favorite ones to watch.
I know Devontae Adams. He's a Fresno State guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. He is a Fresno State guy. I totally forgot about that.
So you try and like implement some of their games into yours, like more than just one. Like
yeah, you kind of just kind of like take things from everywhere. Watching them and watching how they work. It's impressive, and those are the guys that are playing at the top of the top level. So just seeing how they do and trying to like, I can't say mimic because these are like professional guys, but do your best to try and like take from them what you can, and try and get like them, I guess.
like use some of it, kind of.
Yeah, use parts from here and there.
Did you always play wide receiver?
No, actually, I didn't play wide receiver until I got to college.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I didn't, like I said, I didn't know anything about football going into it. So I played linebacker my 8th grade year. I played linebacker. Actually, I played linebacker pretty much. I was switching at tight end, but I played outside linebacker from 9th grade through 11th grade. But they would kind of throw me in a tight end just sometimes just because. But I realized that my skill set was a bit more, set to offense. So I just asked my coach one day, I was like, hey, I want to play offense. I don't want to do defense anymore. Like, I want to give offense a try. Because I never really had, even though I played a bit at tight end, I really had never played offense before. So I wanted to give it a try. And he said, yeah, sure. I thought I was gonna play receiver. But I got thrown to tight end, which not a bad position. I just, I wanted to, be one of the more flashier.
You like to make the catches more
Yeah, I wasn't a big tight end, so a lot of times blocking inside the box, I was outweighed by defensive ends and linebackers, so it made it a bit tougher. But I still I did what I could. But when I got here, they told me I was playing wide receiver, and I was like, "Thank you."
You're happy about that?
I was really happy about it.
What game are you most looking forward to this season?
I would have said Ole Miss, but I think I would have said Ole Miss, or the one game that everyone looks forward to every season is App State, and it's at home this year, so should be fun.
Georgia Southern usually beats them, or these past 2 years at least.
Yeah, they've been in the past 2 years. Both crazy games too. I wasn't at the first one, but I heard it was the most hype that Paulson in our stadium has been. I was at the last one. I didn't travel last year, but I watched it on TV, and I was back here, and everyone, the whole town was exploding the entire time.
I have family who went to the one 2 years ago, and they said it was pouring.
They went to the game.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
The one at home.
Yeah, it was like I watched it actually. It was a total like monsoon just coming down on everybody. But we got the W, so that's not bad.
And the fans, I think I read they flooded the field after that.
Oh yeah, they definitely did flood the field. The field was already flooded from the rain, but they flooded it more.
How have you been staying in shape and ready for this upcoming season?
You mean like while I wasn't here? Or
No,
like
yeah, when you weren't here, like when you weren't at Statesboro.
So our strength coaches, they sent us workouts to do that we would do for like 2 weeks, and they sent us a new set of workouts to do. You'd run 3 days a week and you would lift 3 days a week. So for that first, until I want to say I was really good about it. About to expose myself here. I want to say I was really good about it until it hit like July. Oh wait, no, until it hit like middle of June, I'd say. I've been really good about it, but I just got tired, and I realized I needed my strength coaches like yelling at us, like just to to get that right motivation. But I got down here at the end of June, so I've been here. It wasn't too much time. I was kind of like chilling out a bit, but I've been down here since the end of June. And it's back to normal, like weightlifting and running and all that. So
you need like your strength coach to tell you to do it.
I mean, sometimes those workouts are tough. You need some motivation to get through.
What are your goals for the rest of your career at Georgia Southern?
My goals. What are my goals? I want to say, just be the best player I can be the best Georgia Southern man I can be, and win a conference championship for sure. I want to say those are my goals.
Win the conference the Sun Belt.
Yeah, I want to contribute to winning, to doing something really special.
What's your favorite part about playing for Georgia Southern?
I think I hit on it earlier, like the brotherhood we have here. He's, like I said, he's some of my best friends. So I think just having like that, all the guys around, I think that's what it is.
It's like the connection kind of.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the connection with my boys.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any 3 NFL players to dinner. They can be past or present. Who are you taking?
3 NFL players to dinner. Julio Jones. Lawrence Taylor. For sure, Lawrence Taylor.
He was good for the Giants.
Oh, yeah, he's insane. Third one be. Oh, Brian Dawkins, because I heard he's insane and I want to see it.
For the Eagles.
Yeah, I think that's right. Those are 3 I'd take for sure. I think
those are all good players.
Great, they're great.
All right, thanks for joining me today. Those are all the questions I have.
No problem, bro. Happy to be here.
No problem. Thank you for doing.